Hello everyone. Well, welcome to a chat on loose painting, and I don't know if everyone knows what loose painting is, but with Edward Wesson, he was one who introduced this very loose painting. It's painting in blocks in a way. It's like an item in what you're looking at in the distance. It's a group of trees. They're painted just as one block, kind of thing. And there's not too much done in the painting at all. So I'll try and show you what I mean. A lot of his work was just plain landscapes with not much in at all, just plain landscapes, and we'll see if we can just work out what I mean with that. We'll just show you. Now, in the skies and things like that, there was nothing elaborate at all, just little bits of splashes and that here and there, like this. Saying in this instance, there was a little bit of alizarin put into it, something like that, and just blurry patches. Now that's put in as a block, not as a patches. A lot of patches, can you see? And then in the other parts here there'd be very weak patches like this, just giving you an idea. Now this is the type of brush you would use at this stage, I think. Just the odd flirt of colour across here for clouds low down, like that. Yes, it does look simple, and it's simplifying everything, but it's not just put on anyway, because you're balancing it out. You're not just splashing down like that, honest, you're not. You see, you have to make it look like a sky, a real sky, and you have to have things blending where you've not too much of this, not too much tapping or things like that. There is sense in the sky. It looks nothing, and it doesn't look as though there's anything put into it, but I'm putting a little bit of thought into it. Now, I'm just bringing it down here, lower. Now, Ted just used a lot of talking at this stage, wasn't he? In the area. So I used to go to these clubs years and years ago when Ted was about, and we did see some. We just enjoy. I'm going to use, yes, I'll use a very cheap brush. Look at that one. Now let's see if I'm not right, but I think, why not see just what happens if we use a very cheap brush. Now, the colours I'm mixing is a really dull greeny colours, nothing bright. Now let's just see. We'd use a raw sienna or yellow ochre or quite a bit into ultramarine, say, but it wouldn't give you a really green colour, but this kind of a colour. See? But now this little brush here, nothing special, it's giving me a decent little stroke, and not too pointy. So we just bring the old path there, see, going to nowhere. Raw sienna, raw umber rather. You know, raw umber is not a bright colour, is it, with a little bit of blue in it. Just that's not a lot on that though now, is there? Now you couldn't have a cheaper brush than this, I'll tell you. Bit of raw sienna. Now you'll know what this is in a minute. Another rough brush. This is another cheap one. Okay, now then, I'm going to put some. I'll put some raw sienna out, burnt umber, and a bit of Payne's grey, and rough brush. Yep. Now they say when you're just looking at like blocks of squinting at these distant edge rows, that's all you're doing, you see. Yeah, there you are. Ah, there's your quick painting, loose painting. If you want to get to know that sort of stuff, oh, I don't know. What do you think? And that's with any old rough brushes that you can get hold of. Sell some in the range very, very cheap. Or anywhere like that, these cheap little shops. So you can paint with anything, can't you? You don't need anything special. You see things as blocks and you paint them in as blocks. Cheers. See you all again.